Welcome to the 7th video in building my camper trailer. All right, yesterday I glued this piece of utility paneling to the side of the trailer, and I screwed in small screws that aren't real noticeable on the side of the trailer. This is going to eliminate the sight of very large screws all the way around the side of the trailer when I was putting it together. Now I held it all together with these clamps and 2x4s to ensure that the glue and the panel were pressed up against each other real good. So now I'm going to remove all this stuff, and then I'm going to cut away the excess paneling and cut the door out again. All right, the support boards are off. Now it's time to start trimming the paneling. I've got my safety gear on, protect my eyes and my hearing, and I've got my flush cut router bit on here so I can get it even as I cut. All right, let's give it a go. All right, that gave me a nice flush cut. So I'll just sand this down in a minute and it'll look great. All right, let's move on to the door. Now, to make sure I cut the door out correctly, I put a small pilot hole that I climbed inside the trailer and I drilled so I know where to drill in from this side to start my cut on the door. All right, got the hole in. Now my router fits right in here and I can start routing out the door. Now I can stop here and I can check and see that here's the door cut from the original piece. I'm right up against it. Things are going great. Well, the door's cut out. Now I'm just going to trim around some places where it didn't come out the way I wanted it, but it's looking good. All right, one more piece to cut off. All right, there I've done it. I've trimmed off the excess wood. In the trailer now, I'm adding lights. I'm putting in these reading lights here. I mounted this ring on the side here, drilled a hole. Now to install them after putting the ring on, I simply run the wires through the hole, like so. And then the light goes right on that ring. And then it has an Allen wrench that you take and you tighten it down. Once you tighten it down, that'll secure your light to the wall. I've cut pieces of insulation now to put on the roof of the trailer so that I won't get as cold at night. So now I got to get this stuff slid in, and this panel right here needs to be trimmed a little because this is where the wires come in. Now, what I'm going to do is cut a hole in it so the wires will go down in it. There we go. Now I've got my wires running across the top here. I want to get them underneath the insulation underneath them. So I get this slid in. There we are. Now I can just take the piece I cut out and put it back in. There we go. Now my wires are underneath. Now I'm going to take this piece and slide it under the wires on the other end. There we are. That looks good. And my final piece is up here in the front. And there we have it. I've got most of the insulation in. I've got a little section on the other side of the trailer roof that I have to cut another piece for and slide in to make this complete. Now I have to put the insulation on the front of the trailer. These wires I want under the insulation because if I ever have a problem with them, I can undo the panel from the inside and repair them. I don't think I'm going to have a problem, but you always want to be on the safe side. All right, first panel in. Now the next panel is not quite as important where it goes. All right, that one's on. All right, now I just got to cut the little pieces on the other end, and the insulation is almost done. I've got all the insulation on now, filled all the little holes. All the gaps on the side have been filled in. So now the trailer is insulated on the bottom, the front, and the top. There's no insulation on either side of the trailer, but this will help keep you warm or cool during the winter and summer. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll be putting out another one soon as I work at completing my camper trailer. So until next time, see ya.